Hey everyone, what's going on? This is my video about Donald Trump's bus jokes. I'm sorry. I listened to them like literally 5 minutes ago. I I thought they were fucking hilarious. You know, when I first heard everyone complaining about this and crying and bitching and moaning, I thought, fuck, what was he like? I'm gonna throw her to the fucking, floor and rape her ass out, like, something really fucking like messed up. This was the most blandest, vulgar humor I've ever heard of in my life. I've told like worse shit than this asleep. If you think this is a horrible, like just, oh my god, this is so irrelevant and stupid. Like it's not even something that picks up on the radar of subjects that we need to talk about. It's so far and away an irrelevant thing. He was under the impression that this was a private conversation that he was having with his friends, his boys, and he was talking shit, which is what men do. I mean, you can pretend to sit there and, just act like you're so offended on behalf of women, if you're a guy or if you're a, yeah, actually, no, fuck that. If you're a guy or a woman, doesn't matter what gender you are. If you think this is some sort of, horrible, like, slander against the name of a woman, oh my God. People are so terrified of the most basic expressions of masculinity. It's just, this is what alpha people like Trump do. Alpha guys like Trump do. Like he jokes about, oh yeah, he's fucking rich and famous, and he can just go up and kiss women and they'll like it. Well, that's kind of fucking true. That's kind of fucking true. And I think a lot of the people who are getting really fucking mad at this, man, they have, like, they know it inside, they just don't want to admit it. So, they're lashing out because they're just small people who get concerned over small things. I still find it funny. Grab her by the pussy. Oh, the memes. That's so many memes will be created from grabbing her by the pussy. Man. When did the left become the Puritans? Like, that's another thought I have about this. It's just, if George Carlin was alive today, he would be rolling in his fucking grave. You always tend to think of the left as like the subversive ones, the ones who are going to challenge norms and say the edgy things and get people riled up. Not any fucking more. Certainly not fucking in the current year. Probably hasn't been that way for, I don't think, any time this decade at least. I mean, ever since probably 2007, 2008, it's just, they've, just steamrolled themselves into power. And now that they're in power, they're the ones who want to clutch their fucking pearls over jokes. It's like, this is the most inoffensive, vulgar humor I've ever heard in my life. And, unless you're a nun, if you're going to act like this is terrible, man, I want to see your Netflix account, and I want to see your fucking iPhones, and I want to look through your music albums. I want to see what shit you fucking entertain yourself with, because unless I see fucking, you binge watch Scooby-Doo and you don't listen to anything other than the Jonas Brothers. Man, I don't even really, I don't have a lot to say, honestly. This is so obviously a coordinated attack, and I think it's a coordinated thing. I think they've had these tapes for a while, and they were sitting around and they were waiting for the right moment. We're a day before the second debate, so that's number one. Number two, on the same day, WikiLeaks comes through and releases the first of, I think, 4 batches of emails relating, to Clinton and the Democrat Party. Some really fun shit in there. I'm probably going to make another a video about them, maybe after this one. I might wait till tomorrow, just to wait to see if people, really comb through them and find out where the really good shit is. So yeah, it's 1 hour after WikiLeaks drops. It's the day before the debate, and of course all the cucky, not, never Trump Republicans that have been on tentatively supporting the Trump train for maybe a month or so. They're all suddenly flying away now. What we're doing is learning. I want you to keep them in mind, and if they're in your fucking state, I want you to write their names down and keep it in mind in 2 years from now. when another set of elections roll through. And want you to remind everybody that they were the most fair weather fucking cucks you could ever meet. This is why people call them cucks. This is why. Because when shit gets a little bit uncomfortable, they fucking leave with their fucking tails between their legs and run to the fucking hills because Trump made offensive fucking jokes. If people think Trump is the sexist, please explain to me why it is that if you're voting for Clinton, if you don't like either one, you're not voting, this isn't intended for you. But if you're voting for Clinton and you think Trump is a sexist, why would you support a woman who is still married to a rapist? Still married to a guy who stuck a cigar in a chick's vagina as a sexual, as an expression of sexuality. Like, that to me seems kind of more perverted. An actual act of an actual sexual act rather than just grabbing her by the pussy and I can kiss them and nothing happens. They like it. Oh man. So this will probably hurt him a little bit. This will take a dip with probably with single women, younger single women who are fucking eternally offended by shit, which he was never going to get the majority of anyway. Let's be honest. So he probably made some inroads with that tax breaks fucking the program he rolled out for single moms and working females. Which I'm not a big fan of, but well, what are you gonna do? Gotta meet him in the middle ground. All right, 12 steps forward, 2 steps back. I'll take it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it here. I'm sorry this isn't longer. I don't have a lot of complicated things to say. People are really offended by this. This is a society we live in. I mean, man, if Teddy Roosevelt, think about Teddy Roosevelt was alive today. And man, he wouldn't last 5 fucking minutes. Winston Churchill, who was not an American politician, but he wouldn't last 10 fucking minutes over these perpetually offended fucking half-grown babies in the media. I challenge people who see this to go listen to those tapes and come back here and tell me that this is not just humor. It's something worse than just fucking jokes that a private citizen made under the impression that he was, behind closed doors and just joking around. And don't give me that bullshit that, his son was being born. Oh, fucking take your pearl necklace and fucking leave, please. Like, that doesn't mean anything. And second of all, if you think he's offensive to his wife, Melania is not she's not fucking dumb. The guy's been, married 3 times. She knew what she was getting into when she married him. So don't fucking white knight for her. Just, oh boy. So yeah, I'm going to cut it here. I know, a little bit rambly, but to you everyone, just fucking, the betas, man, they're so fucking annoying sometimes. I'm going to go listen to it again because it's funny. See ya.